This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 12, verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. 17. For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected. For he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears. Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who grew well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Hebrews, chapter 12, verse 16 through 17, is that right here you have your standard Edomite, okay? And when I say standard, all right, I'm talking about the normal or usual practice and expected level of quality, right? All right, profane, outside the temple, and a fornicator, meaning engaging in illicit, immoral sexual behavior. All right, this is your standard Edomite, or an official rule and measurement used for comparison. Okay, this is a great way to compare who are the Edomites, and this is your standard Edomite. Okay, this is what they do behind closed doors. All right, they sexually abuse their own family members. That's what this article is all about. All right. But it gets even more spicy. It gets even more spicier, because we're going to find out, okay, who this individual is and its association with the statehood of the JJs, the 1948ers, the small hats. Okay, it's going to get spicier. Bear with me. All right. So back to this. It acts as a baseline or model to judge other things. Right. So this is your standard Edomite. This is that vile, okay, person, as it says in the book of Isaiah, chapter 32, verse 5. The vile person shall be no more called liberal, nor the churl said to be bountiful. Verse 5. In that day, ungodly fools will not be heroes. Scoundrels will not be respected. Okay? So this is what you're clearly seeing, man. And notice his association with also Donnie, Mr. 47, DJ Trump, okay? AKA Mr. Nero. Now, it's about to get spicy. Who is this character? This standard Edomite, okay? That Paul told us, all right, to look out for and, okay, refrain yourself from this type of behavior. Don't associate yourself with this type of behavior. All right, and don't be around these type of people. Okay, all right, a fornicator, all right, and a profane person as Esau. These are the Edomites, right? Palm Beach County Clerk of Court and Comptroller, meaning the tax collector, the guy that spends the taxes, all right, for the county, Michael Caruso. Now, this is the same sicko standard Edomite, all right, that prominently known for executing $1 billion total investment in JJ bonds, making Palm Beach County the largest investor in JJ bonds worldwide. So, to you plantation Christians, okay, find in the Bible where it says that these, okay, JJs, these 1948ers, will be, okay, funded by Babylon the Great which is ruled by these sick, twisted, okay, immoral, okay, profane fornicators, okay? Where does it say that in the Bible? That in the end times, okay, that Babylon the Great, which is ruled and ran by the Epstein class, okay, because again, Exhibit A, okay, you know this man has been at Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago, okay, this man, this Edomite, standard Edomite, okay, this vile person, okay, is definitely amongst the Epstein class. It's just a fact, okay? He was the one, again, that took the taxpayer money of Palm Beach County taxpayers and invested $1 billion into the statehood of the JJs. Okay? Where does it say that that would happen in the end times? That Babylon the Great America, okay, would be supporting, okay, investing in the statehood of the JJs, all right, while they are engaging in fornication behavior, okay, as this character right here. Remember, he represents, okay, the government of America, Babylon the Great. All right? I'll give you the quick answer. There's nowhere to be found because these are not the chosen people. Okay, these are all Edomites. This is proof that these cannot be the people of the Bible. Okay? They were not the ones that walked with Moses through the Red Sea. Okay? They were not. All right? These are the biblical Edomites. And this is why you plantation Christians, all right, we don't want you around us because you're irrational, all right? You're not you're not listening to us. You don't care. People like Vocab Malone, okay, are the biggest scumbags walking the earth, all right? You do not care about truth. Let's go to Jeremiah 49, verse 20. Because this is biblical prophecy. What you're seeing here is biblical prophecy. Therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord that he hath taken against Edom. Edom are the so-called white people today, where they want to call themselves Americans, where they want to call themselves JJs, 1948, or small hats, where they want to call themselves Europeans, okay, Russians, Australians, South Africans, okay? They're all Edomites. And his purposes that he hath proposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make the habitation desolate with them right. And this is a good example why America is never getting out of that war in the so-called Middle East. They're heavily invested, okay? Heavily invested, all right? And they're being dragged into it by these JJs, all right? Because this is a great example. Who told Michael Caruso to do this? JJs, 1948ers, small hats, okay? To take American taxpayer money and invest in the statehood of the JJs, okay? So America has been heavily invested in these wars, in these conflicts, and that's why they'll never get out of the Middle East because it's been designed. All right, because who runs America, Babylon the Great? The JJs, the 1948ers, the small hats. All right, this is a major sign. Okay, this is why they'll never get out. America's too heavily invested in the wars. Okay, whether it be in the funding the statehood of the JJs and their military, because really, when you look at this, it just means war bonds. Okay, that's what I'd see, war bonds. All right, to continue the slaughter of the Palestinians, okay, right, and also to keep the war going on against Iran because America is the pit bull, all right, that the JJs control to fight against Iran, and that pit bull is getting smacked around because Iran, okay, is tearing up shop, beating up America. This pit bull. All right, and this pit bull is losing teeth every freaking day. It's about to have no teeth. It's about to be just a barking dog. All right, with no teeth. Hey, the scriptures say the Lord said. Wait, hold on. What is it in Psalms? what is it, 58? All right. The Lord said he's going to break the teeth. Yeah, Psalm chapter 58. I'm just going to get to the point. Verse 6. Break their teeth, O God, in their mouth. Break out the great teeth of the young lions, O Lord. Right, the Lord had a better analogy, okay? What's this teeth represent? The military, all right? That's why the military is divided. It's fractured. It's weak, okay? That's the Lord breaking the teeth of the military, all right? And it's all leading to its destruction, okay? A lot of U.S. soldiers are going to die fighting for them JJs. Again, okay? America's heavily invested, all right, in these JJs. And this proves that they're not the chosen people. These are the Edomites, okay? Prophecies being fulfilled, where it says that in Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 20, therefore hear the counsel of the Lord that he's taken against Edom, so-called white people today, where they want to call themselves American JJs, and his purposes that he had proposed against the inhabitants of Timon. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. 21, the earth is moved at the noise of their fall, at the cry, the noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea. All right, because this is we're coming to the time where America is going to fall, and that's where the military might of Esau's power is at, America. Okay, and you can thank the JJs. All right, that's why you got a lot of JJs that want to see America fall. Okay, because they believe America is the new Rome. All right, even though they're confused because they're Edomites too. So it's all, hey, the Lord got these clowns in a trip bag. All right. Now, I want to bring this out because Jeremiah 30, verse 17 says this: For I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith the Lord, because they call thee an outcast, saying, This is Zion, whom no man seeketh after. All right, this is clearly not talking about these guys, okay? These characters, all right? They're being funded by American taxpayers, okay? And who's running it? Epstein regime, okay? Again, this is the Epstein regime. These are the Edomites, profane and fornicators, okay? So clearly, all right, when you read this scripture, this is not talking about those people in the Holy Land. This is talking about the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are being called an outcast, all right, who no man seeketh after, all right? That's why when you read the book of Deuteronomy, oh, we got to get this, the milk scripture, okay? All right, these are the curses, right? Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. Right, it's talking about America, Babylon the Great, which is also known as spiritually Egypt and Sodom. All you got to do is take out a dollar bill, flip to the back, you see a pyramid. All right, why is there a pyramid on the dollar bill? You plantation Christians, didn't you say America was founded on Christian principles? Why the hell is there a pyramid on the back of a dollar bill? Okay, you stupid, wacky, tacky plantation Christians. This is why we don't want to have anything to do with you. We want you not to bother us. Stay the hell away from us. Drop dead. Go play in fucking traffic. Because you're unreasonable. All right? Fucking people. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. Who did this happen to? All right, the children of Israel. Transatlantic slave trade. Okay? That was a major historical event where slaves, the children of Israel, put on cargo slave ships and sent over here to the Americas. Okay? By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. What the fuck is going on here? Where does it say that no man shall buy you, but in the end times, Babylon the Great America will be heavily invested in your fucking statehood? This is why you plantation Christians are unreasonable, man. Okay? All right? It says, no man shall buy you. That's why the Lord, let's read it again. Where's it at? We got to read it again. Maybe you forgot. Jeremiah 30, verse 17. For I, it didn't say Babylon, okay? It didn't say that, also Babylon will invest, okay, a whole bunch of money in your government. It says, for I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, meaning the Lord's going to do it. All right? Meaning Yahushua, when he returns and delivers us, all right, from this captivity. Okay? And I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith the Lord, because they called thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion, whom no man seeketh after. Right? Okay? The prophecies state that we will be under curses. No man will be able to buy us back, meaning redeem us. Okay? Only the Lord. That's why he's known as the what? The Kinsman Redeemer. Okay? Kinsman Redeemer. Oh, come on. Is it kinsman? Is it kinsman redeemer? All right, let me do it this way. Redeemer, and then in the definition it should say kinsman. Got excited. Hold on. Yep, this is perfect right here. Let's get the NLT version. The Lord, the Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel says to the one who is despised and rejected by the nations, to the one who is the servant of rulers, kings will stand at attention when you pass by. Princes will also bow low because of the Lord, Yahweh, the faithful one, the Holy One of Israel, who has chosen you. Okay, now let's go to the word Redeemer in the Hebrew. Okay, where's it at? Here we go. Redeemer. Okay, we get a little Hebrew. Ga'alah, which means what? To redeem, act as a kinsman redeemer, revenge, ransom, right? Because no man can buy us. All right, it's okay. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, the kinsman redeemer who can ransom us back, buy us back. That's it. Not this. What the again? This is why we don't want to talk to you plantation Christians. All right, you are not logical. Okay, you don't have critical thinking skills. You have low IQ. All right, you are fucking a nuisance. You're a gnat. And that's why we can't wait till the Lord brings pain to this place, man. All right, I can't wait till the famine really hits your bellies, man. I can't wait till the civil war breaks out. I can't wait till the pestilence and the earthquakes really rock you plantation Christians dwelling here in Babylon, the Great America, because you're not reasonable people. Okay? You all, I mean, this is this logical comment. Wait a minute. Where in the Bible would it say that a fucking sicko weirdo, okay, that hangs out with Trump, definitely he's part of Epstein class, will be the main one to head, okay, the investment for a county into the statehood of the JJs, and then be the number one investor out of the whole wide world. Where would that say that in the Bible? Nowhere to be found. This is why the Lord is going to destroy this place. It just makes so much logical sense. All right? Because the people walking this place are just wicked. They're not reasonable. Okay? They're really not. To act as a kinsman, do the part of next of a kinsman, act as a kinsman redeemer. Okay? To redeem payment by payment. Okay? Israel from exile, right? Because we're still in exile. This is heavy. Ooh, come on, man. Come on. This is it, man. We got the truth, man. All praise and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. This is spicy. All right? Now, so now you understand. No man shall buy you. So this is not, okay, according to what the prophecies say, according to that what we would say in end times. This confirms that those people in the Holy Land are Edomites, just like the same people here in America. They're all Edomites, okay? However, to qualify, they are the biblical Amalekites, a descendant of Esau, Edom, who the Lord said that he will have war with. Amalek. War. Right? Exodus chapter 17, verse 16. For he said, because the Lord Yahweh have sworn that the Lord Yahweh will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. Right. That's why these Amalekites will never get out of war. And that's why they keep dragging you Americans into their war. All right. Because all part of the prophecy. All right. The least of the flock shall draw them out. Okay. Hey, man. There's no getting out of it. Last one. Joel chapter 3, verse 1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when thou shalt bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. Okay. So this is talking about the end times. So the Lord's going to do what? At that time of those days events, saith the Lord, when I will restore the prosperity of Judah and Jerusalem. There you go. 2. I will also gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. Right. That's clearly, you see it. The Lord is making prophecy happen right before your eyes. All these nations, including America, which is the main, military power in that region, getting their ass handed to them by the Iranians, because it's all being set up for what? For the Lord to judge them. And will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, right? Not those JJs over there that are dwelling in our holy land, okay? They're getting funded by Epstein regime, okay? Taxpayer dollars. That's why there's protesting, going all on in Palm Beach County, because the taxpayers, like, what the hell? I didn't ask for this, okay? I didn't vote for this shit. Yeah, there's a lot of protesting going on over that so-called investment, which goes to show you that Palm Beach County is ran by the JJs. They're the ones that put this devil in, all right, the sicko, all right? Then he got caught doing his Edomite standard behavior, okay? And then, all right, we'll replace somebody else. And another demon would jump in there, all right? Because they run this. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked, man. That's why the Lord has to come back and judge these devils, whom they have scattered among the nations and part of my land. Right. Clearly, we are scattered. We're in captivity. America, this is where the biggest salvation is going to come out of. 3, and they have cast lots for my people. All right, that's this. Okay, that's the slave trade, right? Wall Street. Okay, look at Wall Street. How was Wall Street founded? Okay, slavery. Okay, those are the children of Israel. All right, look. How was Wall Street created? Wall Street was created in 1653 when Dutch colonists built a real wooden defense wall in New Amsterdam. Okay. All right, but they want to hide the history. Okay. How was Wall Street created? And what was the first commodity ever sold and traded? They're playing games now. They're playing games. See, they're trying to hide the history. You bet. See? You see? Okay, this AI shit is getting out of hand. See, the Lord's got to destroy this place. All right? Because now, wasn't it slaves that were the start of trade on Wall Street? Yes, you are completely right. See? You got to hit these. You see? So you got to, if you know the history, eventually the Google AI will have to admit, okay, that they were wrong, all right? And they said, yes, you are completely right. Enslaved people were among the first human commodities officially traded on Wall Street. The vital and dark parts of streets history directly shaped New York City's early economy. Facts. The Israelites, okay, which goes back to Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. This is why America is going to pay. It's going to pay dearly. You got to pay for what your forefathers did, all right? And you are your forefathers, because everybody's coming back, okay, regenerated, reincarnated back to, all right, for their judgment, all right? You notice that. You see how the Google AI was trying to fucking skip over this important history? All right? That's why you gotta fucking corner these bastards. Oh, I can't wait till the Lord destroys this shit. I'm to be honest with you, I'm done with this internet shit. I'm done with this internet shit. I'm done with this fucking the bullshit. I can't wait till the Lord shuts this shit down and we get delivered. All right. However, this is the battle. This is the um what's it called? The condition of the battle. All right, you got to go through this. Because at the end of the day, the truth got to come out, and we got to get the blood off our hands. And truth is truth. All right. So there you go. Joel chapter 3, verse 3. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink. 4. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Sidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head? Right. These are these Hamites, okay, that the Lord's speaking to, different Hamite nations. All right. 5. Because ye have taken my silver and my gold and carried them into your temples, my goodly pleasant things. All right. And we are the Lord's silver and gold. Okay. 6. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians. Right. The Edomites, that ye might remove them far from their border. 7. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. Right. And that's what the Lord, is fitting to do. Right now, He raises up. He woke us up. Now it comes the deliverance. We're just waiting for that microchip, the RFID chip, and then the destruction, and then deliverance, because that goes hand in hand. Because you got to be delivered from the destruction. 8. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hands of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off. To the Lord for the Lord Yahweh have spoken right. So slavery is coming back in a big way. Okay, this so-called slavery that you see today is nothing compared to the slavery that's coming in the kingdom when the children of Israel are ruling. Okay, when Yahushua sits on his throne. Okay, as well as King David. Also, that's another thing, you wacky tacky plantation Christians and you JJs. All right, the statehood of the JJs has been around for damn near almost 80 years. Where's King David? Where's King David? And where are the other tribes at? That's why we don't want you near us. Just let us teach the Bible, okay, and leave us alone. Okay. 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles: prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Right, and that's what we're clearly seeing. World War III is here. There ain't no getting out of it. 10. Beat your plowshares into sword and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. You're clearly seeing that. Okay? Iran is a great example. Iran is whooping that ass, man. And I believe Iran got nukes. Okay? That's why they're so like, try us with your nuclear missile. Try it. See what happens. Okay? I believe Iran personally has nukes. I was saying that years ago. Okay? Russia gave them the technology. Okay? Because the JJs are right there. All right? So Iran's like, yo, we need nukes too. Them JJs, okay, can easily hit us. Because the JJs have nukes. 11. All right? As well as America. 11. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause the mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Right. And that's why, again, the war in the so-called Middle East, the Levant, West Asia, is happening right now. All right. 12. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Right. And Yahushua is coming himself. All right. To get his lick, because he's coming in the midst of World War III. So we're almost out of here. Again, look, this is your standard Edomite. And he was chosen to fund these JJs, okay, government, for their war and other bullshit, okay? And this confirms they can't be the chosen people, all right? And that's why, we're telling our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the Americans who are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, it's time to wake up out of sleep. It's time to get your head out of your 4-point of contact. Wake the hell up, all right? These Edomites are sick and twisted. You don't want to be hanging around them, okay? And they're not honest people. They're liars, okay? Their whole, culture is one big lie. Their whole history is nothing but lies, deception, and war. That's all they're known for. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. It was like a two-part, but hopefully it intertwined like this World War III. All right, is coming together like between Ukraine and Iran. You know what I'm saying? How it's they're all integrating. So Lord willing, that's how this lesson was, because it's at the end of the day, this is the truth. There's no stopping the truth. All right, these are the biblical Edomites. Okay, they're profane. They're outside the temple. They're not honest people, and they're sick, twisted, sexual, deviant. Okay, this is the standard Edomite. Okay, and that's who's over there in the homeland. Okay, the same fucking people. All right, they're just known. From the tribe of Amalek, a descendant of Esau, Edom. That's all. But they're still all Edomites. That's the point. And with that, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Okakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who grew well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep the door, keep the faith, keep pushing, keep fighting, keep studying. Pray without ceasing. Pray for each other. Pray for the apostles, elders. We're almost out of here. For the futures that are watching, keep studying. When you pray for check, cover Shalom.